Hey, g'day, Trader Sam here from Trade to Prosper. Today's, I forgot what day it is. It's Wednesday, the 15th of March. We're halfway through, and therefore halfway through the monthly candle. So let's have a quick look at the monthly candle on this one, see what it's doing. Not much history, but that is a bullish monthly candle so far. So we didn't quite get to the monthly level there. Interesting enough. Let's look at the weekly. And we definitely found weekly support. And you can see how the weekly levels are on this one. So if we map that out, just put our weekly levels. So that level will need to hold up. So when we look on the weekly, now let's go to the 4 hour. My thoughts are this. I did some time back talk about this being a strong resistance level. Why? Because we use that as 1 and use that as 0, and a 1.618 was the level to find resistance. So that played out very well. However, when we look at this structure, so if this was a wave 5 from my micro level, yep. But on the bigger part, this is a wave 1, 2. This could be wave 3 and 4. So what I'm expecting, or what I'm gut feeling is telling me that this could be a wave 3 and 4, and wave 5 slightly higher. And that's slightly higher is significant actually. If we were to measure that from here there to there, it's another 100 and something percent. So I had these scenarios there. If this is our A, like we're just going to make some assumptions because we don't have much history. That this, let me just do that for a sec, make it bigger and make it prevalent, standing out. If this is our ABC correction, assuming that this was some phase of a history or the history of this chart, but there is none. We're just going to align it with other coins like Bitcoin. If this was coming down as a selling climax, and it did, and then we have this correction. So we have our A, B, and C. C could still slightly be higher. And then we look for further downs. That's one scenario. So if this is our A, this is our B, this could be our C. C if at the moment is there. So I'm thinking from those lines. How does this equate to? This could equate to 30K for Bitcoin, or even more, maybe 40K. Okay, so if Bitcoin was going to do inverted head and shoulders, this 40K could play out there. So when we look at this, why do I have this level? Well, we just put our Fibonacci into it. So what we do is we use that as a reference 1 and the 0, and we have these levels. So that's what I'm looking at. If this was to be wave 3 and 4, wave 5 could be easily there. So now, if that was the case, and we look at this, we do expect this to pull back a bit, maybe even just break out straight away from here. But this line is significant because it's aligned with these Fibonacci's. If that's the case, if it holds, we can use this as a support and then continue on. So the alts might have a chance to go. Otherwise, we get a deeper pullback to the 618 level and then up. And that completes this falling descending wedge and the count. So that fits the bull scenario at the moment. So that's optimism. And the worst case scenario is that if Bitcoin does go bearish and significantly bearish, then we are coming down a lot. And then I'll be looking for something like the 0.5 fib or the 618 to hold, and we have this I suppose, grind line as well. So if this was to come down from a bearish perspective, we'll look for this area for support, and then either comes down or goes back up. So we might have a prolonged stay in this area. No one's going to tell you what's going to happen. I'm just playing out the scenarios because Bitcoin also has those scenarios as well. And I've, in my previous video just before, I talked about the bearish scenario for Bitcoin, and I'm looking at it now. That liquidity was taken out. Let's have a look. So you can see from a simplistic chart perspective, the liquidity, all the stop losses were here. So if there's all these shorts coming on Bitcoin, stop losses are here. So to be stopped at, you're going to buy back. So this and this, target this position for liquidity. So they bought their coins, they sold their coins here for those that were going to stop loss the shorts, which means that they buy back at a higher price, and that was taken and done. And so the whales are pretty much target those. Now the market is pretty much balanced, and it could be bearish or bullish. It really doesn't matter. The question is how much percentage of this was sold here, and also how much of this percentage was sold here. Now, if it wasn't significant, then the whales are looking for higher levels, and so that level, stop losses they will sweep for that level there, in my opinion. So they would target the next level. They might just buy some more and then target there, and then they dump the rest of these holdings in this position. And now, if we were to look at it from a Fibonacci perspective, look from the bottom to the top, and you have it. It's the 0.382 level. So 36K. 36K, if we were to add that way, is the 0.5. So the 0.5 might take place. That's what I'm looking at from that perspective. So yes, we might be able to go up higher if this was to take place. If this doesn't take place and it comes back down, then guys, this will come back down to this level here. So we don't know what's going to happen at the moment with Bitcoin. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys, and please give me a like and share. Talk to you soon.